Hey everyone, Jarrad, Victor Kilo 3 Bravo Lima here, and today marks one of my big what the moments with the IC-7610. I was having a chat on very early New Year's Day morning with a fellow by the name of Mike Strebor, and Mike, please accept my apologies if I've said that incorrectly. And basically he was asking me how the RX antenna BNC port works. And the reason he was asking is he's bought himself one of these, an SDR Play 2, as well as a 7610. And he wants to use the RSP2 as a third receiver or a big pan adapter, or well, I'm not really quite sure what he wants to use it for, but the idea had merit, and I said I'd give it a go. So I did. And let's just say things didn't turn out exactly as I expected. So stay tuned and I'll show you the what the moment. So first of all, I'm just going to prove that the SDR Play is working properly. I've got two connectors at the moment, antenna A and antenna B. Antenna A is going to my dipole directly, antenna B is going to the RX output port of the IC-7610. So let's just show it's working. You can see from the scope it is. I'll turn the volume up. That's a bit of a weak signal, but you can see from the pan adapter that the receiver is actually working. This guy's registering about an S9. He sounds like he's a little off frequency or something. So hopefully someone a little stronger will pop up in a second, and we'll see how things are going. That is a mighty big signal right there up at 160. I can almost guess which station it is too. Anyway, let's just listen for a little bit longer. I'll just turn it up a bit maybe. There we go, we've got Paul, VK3 Papa Alpha Sierra. Lovely fellow, and he's operating now. He's putting about, I don't know, almost at 10 over, so we can tell this is working correctly. I've got it at sort of maximum gain and that sort of thing, but generally, you know, no problems whatsoever. They have a very accurate S meter even when the gain is changed, so they're a fantastic little radio. Anyway, little receiver. Let's find out what happens when you plug it into the 7610.
Yeah, it is. I've just been listening.
So I'll change the antenna over to the 7610, and we'll go back to the 7130 DXnet. And as you can hear, the 7610 is receiving the 7130 net just perfectly.
Never had a single drink, never even went out. Must be getting old, eh? I can't believe it. I don't believe it.
Now, if you're clever, you'll have noticed something already. The RSP2 is not receiving a single thing. And this had me stumped for quite some time. I thought maybe the RX output is too low or something like that. But the fact is, it wasn't. What you had to do to get it working was the following. You go into menu, you press antenna, you then press on type, you go to RX antenna connectors, hold down, press it, and you change it to connect external RX device, which I've done. Now, what's going on? Why aren't I hearing anything? Well, when I did that, a new menu option showed up, RX in out. Let's see what happens when we press that. Nothing on the band scope here. Nothing here. Oh wait, I've forgotten something. How silly of me. Let's just redo that. I'll change this over to the IC-7610. Still nothing, as you can see. There's a little bit of a line, but still nothing. That's on antenna B, which is plugged into the RX port of the IC-7610. Now, let's press RXIO again. Boom. All of a sudden this lights up. And we can hear stations chatting away. But there's a problem. A really, really big one. This receiver is now pretty much deaf. There's a little bit of crosstalk from the RX circuit, but that's it. If we go back to the monitor scope proper, sorry, there's next to nothing there. The fact is, this isn't receiving properly when this is connected. It's getting a little bit of bleed through, but not much. So we'll go back. Oh, sorry, I'll turn this up. Yep, you can hear that's working. So we'll go back, menu, antenna, RXIO. Boom. There we go, working as normal. So it would seem that if you want to use the RX out function, you've either got to give up the receiver / antenna port that you're using. It's really just the antenna port. If you were to change this to antenna 2 and go into this and do RX out, and then change it, oh no. No, you've just got to give up your receiver. So yeah, that's basically the way it is. Let me go back to my scope. A big what the? If you want to use the RX out port, unless you're going to loop back into RX in, you can't use an external device like an RSP play. And I don't really understand why they couldn't have done some kind of 3 dB splitter or, you know, even some other kind of splitter. But the RX out port, it doesn't let you connect an external pan adapter or band scope. And I hope I've done something wrong. Please someone make a fool out of me. I'd love nothing more. It is, after all, quite a complicated radio and no one's perfect. But this is a big what the moment for me. Why did they do it like this? And just for a sanity check, we'll go into antenna again. I'll put it back to the normal mode, which is connect receive antenna. Yes. And there it says RX out there. If I turn that on, oh sorry, monitor scope. If I turn that on, I still get the same effect of having this come out, but I also still get the same effect of having nothing there. It doesn't matter what you do. If you want to use the RX out port, you have to have something coming back in the RX in port, or you've got to say goodbye to that receiver. Really, really disappointing and a total what the moment. ICOM, all I can say is please, if you can, fix this in firmware somehow. I don't know whether it's possible or not, but you know, a lot of people loved, say, the ability of the Kenwood TS590 SG to drive an RSP play as an external pan adapter. And a lot of people wanted that on the 7310. A lot of us probably thought you gave it to us on the 7610, but you haven't. And, you know, without jerry-rigging, I guess, our own splitter, which I'm a little scared of doing, I suppose, because there's rumours floating around that the RX input isn't protected. Not really sure what to do in this case. Yeah. Anyway, guys, Mike, I hope that answered your question. Got me stumped. I'm a little bit sad about this one, but that's the way it is, I suppose. You're going to have to invest in a T connector, I think, and just make sure that just, I guess, transmit at low power to begin with, and just make sure you're not getting you're not overloading the input on the receive connector or something like that. You'll be able to monitor it on the SDR player, I'm sure. But yeah, that winds up the video, and that's the really big Wattler I've got for this. Well, it's the first Wattler of the year for the 7610. Thanks, guys. This is Jarrad, VK3BL. Please, please comment. Please find a way to prove that I'm an idiot and I'm wrong. But yeah, a little bit disappointed. What can I say? 5,000 something dollars Australian, and it can't do what a TS590 SG can do, or half a dozen other radios that have had an IF tap put in place. Wow. Happy New Year. Happy 2018. Please, please enjoy what. Please comment on my channel. Please, please say hello. Please email me. I love all that stuff. I really can't say that enough. Big shout out to Scott, Whiskey Victor Zero X-Ray, who's we've been emailing back and forth with me. Please check out his channel. He's got some IC-7610 videos. He's mainly into DXing, so it's probably worth subscribing if you're to his channel if you're a DXer like me. And yeah, stay tuned for more. I'll bring you a more positive one in the next one, hopefully. 73 from Jarrad, VK3BL.